We are the Group 8 and we will present our report which is utilitarianism. And by the way, I am Divine Grace Bulan.
I am Jordan Menes.
I am Jet Alutante.
And I am Efren Anapon.
Utilitarianism. Origin and nature of the utilitarianist framework. Two British philosophers, Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, are known to be the original advocates of utilitarianism, the former being considered the founder. Bentham, 1789, described this moral philosophy as follows. So, utilitarianism is a moral philosophy that focuses on actions that bring the greatest happiness to the greatest number of people. It was primarily developed by two British philosophers, Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. So, Bentham is considered the founder of this movement. So, nature has placed mankind under the governance of two sovereign masters, pain and pleasure. It is for them alone to point out what we ought to do. So, this means that pain and pleasure control human behavior. People naturally try to seek pleasure or things that make them happy and avoid pain, things that cause suffering. For Bentham, these two forces, pain and pleasure, guide all our decisions and actions. They help us determine what is right or wrong. If something increases pleasure or happiness, it is good. If it causes pain or suffering, if something increases pleasure or happiness, it is good. But if it causes pain or suffering, it is bad. For example, helping others. So, if you see someone struggling to carry heavy bags, helping them would bring pleasure to you. But ignoring them might cause direct pain, but it misses a chance to create happiness. By the principle of utility is meant that principle which approves or disapproves of every action whatsoever according to the tendency it appears to have to augment or diminish the happiness of the party whose interest is in question, or what is the same thing, in other words, to promote or to oppose that happiness. I say of every action whatsoever, and therefore not only of every action of a private individual, but of every measure of government. So this means that the principle of utility judges every action based on whether it increases or decreases happiness. If an action increases happiness, it is considered good. If an action causes suffering or reduces happiness, it is considered bad. Like, for example, if you have a friend who is struggling, your action increases their happiness, so it is good. If you lie to someone and it causes them harm, your action decreases happiness, so it is bad. So in short, utilitarianism says we should always aim to increase happiness and reduce suffering, both in personal choices and in government policies.
Similarly, John Stuart, 1861, Mill's what utilitarianism is opens with the following paragraph. The creed which accepts as the foundation of morals, utility, or the greatest happiness principle holds that actions are right and proportionate, as they tend to promote happiness, wrong as they tend to produce the reverse of happiness. By happiness is intended pleasure and absence of pain. By happiness, pain, and the private of pleasures. John Stuart Mill. John's definition of utilitarianism is based on idea and actions as morally right and increase happiness and morally wrong if they cause suffering. In this context, happiness means experiencing pleasure and avoiding pain, while unhappiness means experiencing pain and lacking pleasure. For example, watching a movie that everyone enjoys, enforcing extra homework causes stress and frustration, pain for many people. This would be considered a morally wrong action. Utilitarianism. The moral principle is the principle of utility of the greatest happiness principle. It is also praised and principle of good, the greatest good of the greatest number. This is the quality, a greatest good and quantity, greatest number, criteria. It's a form of conceptualism focusing on the consequence of action and contrast with deontology. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that focuses on the results or consequences of an action. It says that the right action is one that creates the most happiness or benefit for the greatest number of people. The greatest good for the majority is likely something a high quality that most people approve. For example, minimum wage law can be good. For the majority is likely something a high quality that most people approve of. For example, a minimum wage law can represent this idea through debates and discussions in Congress. The best version of the law is developed, one finalized, and is voted on. It reflects widespread acceptance and aims to benefit a largest number of people, aligning with the principle of maximizing overall well-being for society.
The version of utilitarianism. First is act utilitarianism. Consider the consequences of some particular act such as keeping or breaking one's promise. Consider the consequences of some practice of promise keeping or promise breaking. Whether act or practice of rule, if they produce good consequences, the act of the practice of the rule would be right. What is ethical according to the consequentialist utilitarianist ethical framework? Which is ethical is that which gives pleasure and happiness as a consequence. That's what the song in heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink beer. Here implies that which is unethical, that which gives pain and happiness. That which is ethical is that which produces the greatest good for the greatest number. In the Conscialist framework, we focus on the future effects of the possible courses of action, considering the people who will be directly or indirectly affected. We ask about what outcomes are desirable in a given situation, and consider ethical conduct to be whatever will achieve the best consequences. The person using consequences framework desires to produce the most good.
Avoid pleasure, that is what it means to be ethical. What kind of pleasure is morally the word will assert intellectual pleasure. So it is not physical pleasure. As expressed by the song of the alcoholic in heaven, there is no beer, that's why we drink beer. Here in lower, it is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied, better to be so dissatisfied than a fool satisfied, and if the fool or the pig have a different opinion, it is because they only know their own side of the question. They are part of the comparison law both sides being 1907.